On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Anders Carlson has this teed up, ready to get started.
And off we go from Jacksonville.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Read 23. Easy. Read of 24. Read of 54. Silver.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Lion, Lion. Think right open, open. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
A give, running right, Etienne.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
The Jaguars at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right.
This ball caught by Strange.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Hey, easy. Route, route. Route, route.
They'll try the left side.
And he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Following the fumble recovery, Milton.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Now Milton.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
To throw is Milton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
A shotgun snap and again to ETN.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And remember, this is a running back that fumbled on the previous drive, but fortunately for them, nothing came of it. And I think when that happens, sometimes coaches can lean a little more on forgive and forget. So he's right back out there and running again.
Easy, 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 easy. Roll, 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 no, no. Here we go, son.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9.
Red on red.
Now Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right.
That's caught by Munt.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Flush to his right.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Loop. 11. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Rip, 23. 11.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
He wants it all for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's Milton now to throw. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
All again on second down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Now a 3rd and 6.
Hey, hey, hey. Go, go, let's go. Hey, kill.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Hall.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Here's Milton. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
shift things around. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
In motion left is Wilson. Milton.
Gonna look deep for Wilson.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jags will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Now Lawrence.
That's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Let's go. Here we go, sir.
A give to ETN running right.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8.
In motion right is Thomas. From the 22, Lawrence. And he whips that one incomplete there. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing is Milton.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, it's Milton. Going right back to Wilson.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterback.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Second and 10.
On red. Think right.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Red 23. Alert! Alert! 11, 11.
They'll run with ETN.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Lion, Lion. Think right open, open. Take right open. Go. Hey, I'm gun. 13 loose.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
11.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Hey. 11.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Route. Here we go.
It's a throw again is Lawrence.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
A desperation heave for the end zone.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Throwing to start the drive. Milton. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Hey, go, 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 go. Silver.
Lawrence will throw.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got a stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Red on red. There we go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
30 left.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Milton.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Milton.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
They'll give to Hall.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. On the draw, it's Hall.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw is Milton. This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Check. Rip, 23.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
ETN once more.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9.
Hey. Here we go, sir.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket.
He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
Handoff running left is ETN.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Draw play, ETN.
And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Hey, run!
Here's Lawrence.
This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Brenton Strange, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
On red.
They're going to try and run, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run. but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here's Milton now to throw. He finds Wilson. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson. 74 yards. And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And his throw here is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Hey, kill.
Lawrence. They'll get this off to ETN.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. He may go.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Carlson on for the extra point.
And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Jets 42, Jaguars 23. Anders Carlson to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Jets 49, Jaguars 23. Anders Carlson to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
Screenplay. Here's ETN. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Quentin Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out, and you and I, let's get to the airport.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready? 70 Lion.
Milton. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Throwing is Milton.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Joshua Hines-Allen. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
70 range. Cut 19.
Here's Milton.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for him. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Hey, run!
Now Lawrence.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Hey, kill!
ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
And this one complete to Smith. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.